Gonna be fucked up. Can you imagine? I'm
Me
a
name's-
leisure knob.
I'm a knob of leisure. I have a top hat.
You seen my fancy cake?
And I have. You will notice that I have the biggest gun and the biggest hat, and monocle on my belly button.
That's it.
Dave, you're not plugged in. Hello and welcome once more to the Neon City Daily Podcast. I am Jamie.
I'm Nick.
I'm Josh.
And I am still Dave.
And boys, we've got a lot to talk about today.
Gosh, yes.
We're back. It's been a couple
we
of
are,
weeks.
Josh. It's been a couple of weeks.
NCD's back. All right.
So I'm surprised you didn't just pick that up, Josh, then.
Oh,
One of
no,
your
that was all I had to
favourite
say.
bands. Like, no, okay.
Yeah.
We had so much to say. It was amazing.
Yeah. Got a lot to talk about.
Well, like, okay, so we've been spending a lot of time playing Warhammer, or like building stuff for Warhammer, I should say. Not actually playing it, because we all
Well, we played
collectively started getting
On the
stuff.
day of
And then we
recording.
played today, this morning. We actually got in a couple games really early. And we are bringing Dave into the fold. We are screaming one of us over and over again and giving him a box,
That's a box.
star collecting box for orcs. And some clippers. And
That did not sound like Clippers.
so don't put the glue on the mic, though. Some glue, and we're gonna like just encompass him into our stuff.
Yeah.
Everything Nick has said has been true so far.
Thanks, James. Thanks, mysterious narrator.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that to me, like I'm just gonna bring this up now and see what you guys think about it. I've had like a little bit of hobby fatigue, but not in the way that you'd expect. I've had hobby fatigue because suddenly I've had a place to like lay all my stuff out, and I have realized just how much painting I have.
So your fatigue is you looked at all your miniatures on the table and went, I'm tired.
and went, ugh.
So a reminder that Nick is now in his own house, has his own man.
yeah. So I'm
Chance to branch out.
outlaid all of my minis, and I just sat there and like I'm not a painting guy. I don't like it. I just want to play the games. And it's actually one of those things where I finally laid it out, and I even looked at like for some reason, just to really nail it home for myself, I actually base coated a bunch of stuff
Wowee.
like months ago,
Oh, right. Okay.
and then just left it base coated. So now that actually makes it worse because I even went to the effort of sitting it out there and spraying it and
I don't know. I feel better when stuff's at least base
at least
coated.
based.
Yeah.
It's like I've started.
Yeah. Like I have all my Marines that I'm redoing from classic Ultramarine Blue to like my own custom scheme, which means spraying them black. I couldn't be bothered stripping the blue off.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I followed like the GW scheme.
Oh, they're official. Paint
Yeah, so it was really,
tutorial, yeah.
really simple. There's not a lot of paint on the involved.
Yeah.
Just some highlights in the blue.
Ultramarines,
So
yeah, you're making blue.
I haven't really found that I've lost any detail, thankfully, so far by spraying, just going straight over with black.
Yeah. But no,
if you're putting thin coats on, then if you're going to paint straight over them with a new base coat, generally you'll be okay. You won't lose too much detail.
Yeah.
It's when you've really like lobbed on the paint that you will notice and go, I need to strip this.
Yeah. I don't know
definitely-
what to do with Gilliman.
Probably just
oh,
leave him.
Robo
Yeah.
Girly, man. Yeah, you put the effort in to paint
he's
that
a-
guy.
yeah.
Just live with
The
him.
only thing I could potentially do is just touch up all the blue stuff because he's mostly ornate gold
Yeah, 'cause
outline.
he's got all the gold
Leave
Vinny
that
dits all over
and just
him.
go in with a fine detail brush and make the blue black.
I mean, he's like the Ultramarine Primarch just in general, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't really.
Yeah, like I
affect
said,
anything.
I'd probably just have him as big ultramarine
But,
lad.
I mean, it's your call.
yeah.
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 I mean,
so much
I'm running
trust.
a custom chapter. I could literally say they're still just Ultramarines.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
Because of
you
the
can
column-
just use that.
just
as
use
the
the
thing, then
rules,
You don't have
yeah.
to worry about balancing it. But
Anyway.
but yeah, no. But we played a couple games today, and like I genuinely enjoy playing it. Just never rolling the dice and stuff, even though I had some interesting moments.
Yeah, I came in at
Where-
an interesting moment. It was like,
Everything
it's like, oh,
went
poor
You
Nick.
came in at the
horrifically
moment
wrong.
where everything went wrong for
Yeah,
Nick Dave.
but but it's just fun to play. for me. So especially like because you get together in a social kind of setting and you hang out with people and you play it. It's a talkative social game, realistically.
And apparently listen to high school era new metal.
That's right. That's
Oh, what a shame I
true.
missed that bit.
Yeah, no.
I just put a playlist on. It was like, I don't know.
Suddenly
it was meant to be
Papa
like
Roach is coming up.
Yeah, I thought it was meant to be like an action playlist, and then it's like System of a Down. Like,
Yeah,
That's action.
that worked
it's a
enough.
type of action.
Well, see, I wanted to put on a soundtrack made for playing Warhammer 2,
Or Death
according
by
to the
Dice,
creator,
Yeah.
yeah,
called Death by Dice. And no, it was too ambient. Like if you were backing a YouTube video with this music,
Okay.
it might be okay, but it didn't inspire me to go questing with my plastic
go,
at all.
yeah.
So you went, this is not good enough, just random 90 earlys
Yeah.
music.
Sweet. I can endorse that.
I
though.
haven't heard some of those songs in easily a decade.
See? Throwback.
It wasn't great for me, I won't.
Throwback Sunday.
But yeah, other than that,
But that's tabletop. You've
that's-
been playing any video
yeah, well,
games?
yeah, like because I have sat there this week and I have tried to start Resident Evil Village 3 times.
Oh,
You know what I am terrible at?
Resident Evil Village.
That is the one. You nailed it
Really?
immediately. I actually have a bit of an issue where I have jumped on and I 'cause, I've got 2 kids running around and it's Resident Evil.
And you can't have them sing Big Milky Mama.
No, I'd like
running-
if I'm going to go and dribble about like big goth vampy mummy milkers.
Is that the chick that everyone's talking about? She's like
Yes.
8 foot tall and
9.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
She's got feet the size of Shaquille O'Neal.
yeah.
wow, of him
Yeah.
or
No,
his feet,
His feet.
right?
No, I think they're bigger. I think they're bigger.
I think they're about
Okay.
there
But
somewhere,
I
yeah.
only mentioned that because Capcom mentioned that, and it was weird that they
Yeah,
did.
because they actually
did
had
do
like
that.
a comparison between the size of her feet and the size of a bunch of other real people's feet as a thing so that you could work it out.
Lady,
Getting
where
the
you buy your
fetishists in?
shoes?
Pretty much.
Like
yeah.
the guys who watch
I mean,
Sonic,
I'm not
they're
gonna
be like,
I'm not
Resident
gonna
Evil."
like pretend that it hasn't nailed my interests. Like you just look at her and you're like, oh, that's Nick's thing. Like,
I don't even need to know that. You tell me.
yeah,
Constantly.
because I'm not gonna not say something like that.
And I'm guessing it's not the feet in your case.
No, the feet. I don't even worry about the feet.
Is this on Xbox or PC?
Yeah, Xbone. I
Xbone,
just grabbed on the Xbone. But I'm literally like maybe 45 minutes into the game. And I'll just hit this weird thing where I'm like, I'm not even up to seeing the mummy milkers. I'm like in the village.
Do you? So you get to see them
I
exposed?
don't know.
No.
Right.
I
she's
doubt
up-
it though.
It's the idea.
Yeah.
Of,
Yeah.
It's just that
seems
they're
to be the
there.
thing.
Right.
I'm sure there's
okay.
a mod on PC. This is
Oh,
where
there
you
is.
fucked
There
up.
is. No, there is a mod.
Are you
on
actually
PC.
enjoying the game?
Yes. The game itself feels nice.
But you said you can't play it.
I'm crap at it. Well,
Welcome
no,
to
I don't-
my world
I don't
in
know
most cases.
like how bad I am at it realistically because the issue that I've had is that I don't know what to do. And this is
die.
going to make me sound like an idiot. And I don't mind sounding like an idiot because this is one of the reasons why I haven't finished a lot of Resident Evil games. Because
scary.
because I get to a point and you're in this village and it's got the kind of thing where you can push bookcases in front of doors, and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff, and that's all well and good until you give me really limited ammo and just have bad guys running in.
Well, you're
and
meant
it's
to run
like,
away.
survive the thing, and so this is where I don't know if I'm bad at the game or if my brain doesn't work. Because I ended up like I survived in that house until I was down to like my knife,
Right.
my knifey knife that I was like I could cut steak or not really kill an enemy with this. No, did a Harry, did a bolter,
Yeah.
run off, and I spent 15 minutes doing laps of all of the places that I could walk.
Like,
Literally 15 minutes until eventually I just managed to get cornered and wrecked by the things that are killing
This is interesting because normally
So-
you're the one who has a really good sense of direction
yeah.
in games.
And the thing
It
is,
sounds
I
like my
ran out.
Outlast gameplay. I just ran.
But I ran out, and the thing I could recognize, I was like, okay, I came from there.
Yeah.
That was the house I was in. That's where I was between there and the house. And this is over there. They've knocked that gate down. And I just could not figure out where to go.
Now, I haven't played the game, but like if I think back on previous Resident Evils, I would assume that you had to find like the onyx cube and put it in the statue at the front yard, and that would open up a secret exit.
See, because of how much Resident Evil 5 we played, I thought you were going to say you just have to survive long enough, because that was the thing in Resident Evil 5 for a couple of parts where you just had to keep living for long enough.
I mean, Resident Evil 5 was essentially an action game.
It was so good.
And from what I understand, these first-person ones are not so much.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What is Resident Evil like? Is it a
Scary
zombie
game.
Look,
game?
Resident
Is it-
Evil initially, from what I read years ago, and this could be wrong,
Yeah,
was basically because it was set like in a fucking mansion.
Yeah.
right.
And like
The Resident is evil. I mean, the original
it's
name of the
neighbours, I
game.
mean-
Yeah, it's genuinely Residence Evil.
But the,
Right, so it's like a haunted house type thing.
the
No,
issue,
it was a big scientific bad boy research thing underneath it, and it was making zombie virus.
The issue here is like this is westernization kind of kicking itself in the dick a little bit, because in the first game, Resident Evil, they clearly named it that because you were in a house and
Yeah.
the resident inside the house was
He's
evil.
evil. Yeah.
However, in Japan, it's called Biohazard,
Yeah.
which gives
Right.
you way more
Way
freedom
more
Tells you a
to
lot
be
more what's going
to
on.
be on
Yeah.
topic. You know,
Yeah, especially when they start, like we were talking about, like in 4, where you go to, I say in quote marks, unnamed country, which is Spain.
yeah.
And then in 5, where you go to Africa. And in
Unknown
6, where it's
Africa.
everywhere. And like, yeah. So,
And then 7's like a redneck's house.
7's a redneck's house, and 8 is a village in Europe.
It sounds like they're going to all the places Far Cry goes to, really.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah. Well, this is blatantly Transylvania.
And then,
like,
like-
if you look at it, it is blatantly that like fairy tale image of Transylvania.
All I
with the
know
castles
is that at
and-
the start of the new game is that you're hanging out in your house. Christopher Reeve shows up, he shoots your wife, and then you go to the village.
Superman, what have you done?
He did it again.
he just did it again.
Was he in a wheelchair?
He should
He's
have been.
standing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's dangerous.
Para super.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's,
And
it
also, I
feels
bet he
good.
turns into a werewolf because the
Oh
the,
yeah,
the
no,
cover
the
art, he
cover
looks like a
art
werewolf.
has a wolf on there. Yeah,
Classic Christopher.
But this is the thing. Like, I know people that like at the moment. I think one guy I know is just like, yeah, I'm on my second run through, and I'm like, how did you get past the fucking game? Like, I just don't know. I want to play the rest. I do. I'm enjoying it, but I'm stuck in it.
Is there a map
look it
or
up?
an objective
I'm
list?
going to be honest. I'm genuinely no. There's no objectives, and there is just
Right.
live.
Oh,
You know what I think, Nick?
so-
you know, you're stumbling around. You're doing pretty shit.
Yeah.
I think it's a great time for us to go. Like, this should be a playthrough that we do.
I see. I was going to make sure that I could get through it first.
You can't. So what we'll do is we'll just wing it and see what happens.
Swing it and see
Yeah.
what happens. Yeah, but yeah, that's there. I am enjoying how it feels to play. It's like when you do get the weapons and stuff, they feel good and weighty. So when you use them, but you also have that like ammo panic that Resident Evil's had for years.
Yeah, yeah.
And the enemies are like, you know, conceivably these are bad things. Like, I get it. It is a departure from the previous stuff because I've only played like the most amount of time I've spent in the game was 5
Yeah.
because it was fun.
Yeah.
I
Well,
played-
we were on a very big co-op
Yeah.
bent at the time.
And like I played 1, 2, and 3, and they were good. I don't know. I don't have the big like hell yeah boost for Resident Evil that a lot of people seem to have.
Yeah.
I like them. They were fine, but they weren't like the be all and end all. I get that they were like a big thing for their genre
Yeah.
and everything. But yeah, I just I don't know. They didn't quite click with me.
They
ever.
really really
So-
brought Alone in the Dark into like the next
Yeah, that's
generation
it.
at the time.
Yeah, they really just got Alone in the Dark back up there.
Remember when they made Alone in the Dark, like a remake of that,
A
and you
remake.
had a blink button?
Yep.
That was dumb.
Yeah, you should. Did you play the Wii one?
No.
The Wii version was even worse.
Thanks,
than that
Atari.
version, because it even controlled worse. But yeah, so that is good. It looks good. It plays good. I'm just shit at it.
well, I look forward to your playthrough. Someone that's never going to play a Resident Evil game.
Yeah, similar basket.
Yeah.
But yeah, that being said, that a lot. We've been playing some Red Dead.
Yeah.
We played some Red Dead on Friday night.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun. I'm really getting back into that as well.
Nice.
Which is nice. Like I'm so spurred on by the fact that I want all my shit
Yeah.
that I don't have.
I need to
So
get into that.
You do.
Yeah, you just gotta double click the EXE.
Yeah.
Just let it happen.
But I think one of the things that I like about Red Dead is that it genuinely does feel like a go at your own pace game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because you just bounce in and you just go, oh, I'm just kicking around. I'll do this today and I'm doing that. And, you know, if you want to have some guided stuff to do, you've got the dailies and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. So.
and you can kind of like if once you the way that it works is that you kind of get like an avalanche, like it
Yeah.
builds up. It's like
Oh,
a snowball
yeah.
effect.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the more things you have to do that you unlock with gold, the more opportunity you have to make in-game gold, and then like the more stuff you can unlock quicker and quicker.
So I was going to say, hey, remember this, but it didn't happen with you, and it didn't happen in that game even.
Oh.
What it did happen was in Sea of Thieves. I finally hit Pirate Legion status.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I've got rank 50 on 3 of the different factions. And what that does is actually opens up a spot in the taverns that you can play a tune on, and it opens like a big trap door.
Yeah, yeah.
You
yeah.
go down, there's all these like old piratey ghosts, and it's basically like the Goonies cavern with the ship in it and
Yeah.
stuff. And you can get like big Pirate Legend missions from there, which give you another faction's things and rewards. And the rewards are really cool. They're all ghosty and stuff. But they're called like Athena's Curse, I think it is. But yeah, we went to. But what they are is they're like the missions that you kind of pick up where you're wandering around. So let's say you get like a map with stuff to dig up, or you get a riddle with an island to run around and do stuff on. You get 2 of each of those. I think there's like 3 different kinds.
Yeah.
And like go get some, boxes for the merchants and that kind of stuff. You get like 2 of each of those. And along the way, while you're digging stuff up, you can get specific Athena's loot that gives something. That's all well and good, but the number of things that you have to dig up on these islands just explodes exponentially. So the crew I was with, we ended up with, I think, 4 things to dig up on one tiny little island. And I can't remember what I did. I went and grabbed a drink. I came back. I'm chilling on the boat. I walk up to the end of the boat. I look down. I just see a flash of color. I say, oh, what's that? And then I explode.
Okay.
And I shoot into the sky.
What?
Because someone had swum up from wherever their boat was with a barrel and just gone directly under the front of the boat and just gone and with such force that it fired me into the sky.
Wow.
And just then when I came back, I was literally like, everything's gone wrong, it's all fucked.
I think I was in like the chat.
You might have been in the chat.
Because there was definitely a point where, because something that I'd started playing was Wizard 101.
Oh, that's right.
So Lauren started playing it. I was like, I remember playing that way back in the day.
Yeah, really way back.
And my guy was level 6. That shows you how much I played it. But I was like, so I was kind of like playing that at the same time with Lauren and like just talking to you guys off and on. And then like I just suddenly hear you panic. I hear everyone panic like, sounds like things aren't going so well in the boat.
Did you get all things that you dug up? Did you get? keep them, or-
What happened was when I spawned again, because I died, because I came down with broken leg itis when I landed, was that I spawned in, ran into the ship. The water was already up past like the first level.
Yeah.
And all I could do was just bail water out until at least one of them got back. And then they started bailing out. And I'm like, someone's got to patch holes. And no one heard me. And then nothing happened. And I went and patched holes. And it was, yeah. But we went to go sell our stuff that we had because we were like, we'll just get rid of this now in case everything goes wrong.
In case
If
another
everything
guy
goes really wrong.
in case another death charging
And they
motherfucker comes for us.
Some
got us
idiots
again.
like us turn up.
Ha, they got you again.
They got behind us and did it again. And so the good thing is that it wasn't directly underneath one of us. So none of us shot into the air off the boat.
Yep.
And so we just fixed it and kept going. But that was like the next 45 minutes where we went and did the last one where we had to dig up 9 different spots on an island. Was just entirely ass puckering, anxiety inducing, like on edge moments.
Who are these guys who just keep swimming under your boat?
Don't know. Didn't even see. But the thing that messes with me is that they didn't just go and blow us up.
Yeah.
They went up and they killed themselves on us.
Yeah.
Like, why? Surely you just lie.
They got
and
nothing to
leave it
lose.
there. So, I don't know.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they want to make sure the barrel's in the perfect position.
I guess.
And they're because like
I'm willing to die for
they're
this.
willing to die. Yeah. They're willing.
Well, that was the thing. Like, the first one that shot me off and nearly sank the boat was obviously like a big deal. And then the second one put a bunch of holes. We managed to get that under control, but they blew off our goddamn rowboat.
Oh no.
No.
So we then didn't have rowboat because they blew the fucker up.
Oh god.
I hate people so much.
Yeah, I hate hackers because I was playing some Red Dead.
Oh, yeah, that happened
yeah.
to us.
And I had a lot of bears spawn on me.
Oh,
Oh, living bears?
Yeah, alive
jeez.
bears.
Nice.
And then they didn't like me, so they put a casket around me with a flagpole with an American flag on it.
Wow.
It's like,
you can do that?
Yeah.
As a hacker?
yeah.
I mean, you can just like leave the
I
session
did.
then load back
I
in.
did.
Yeah.
But I stood there for a while to go, what else are they going to try?
Yeah, I don't blame you for that one.
Well, 'cause,
So
like,
then I shot a bear, and apparently I'd shot another player. They made another player look like a bear. So then I was in, oh dear, there goes my honour because I've just murdered someone.
Yeah, you just murdered someone.
the thing is that like I don't know how much they can do that now, but there was definitely a thing before where someone was going, I lost all of my gold.
Oh,
Like they actually like messed up my my money and stuff, and I guess
Right.
you have to tell Rockstar and see if you can get
Yeah.
it back. But another thing that they were doing is they were spawning gold chests in front of people, and like you would open the chest up, and that would get you like a little bar of gold and stuff like that. But if you did that, Rockstar would detect that you
That's
did
right,
that
Tom.
without actually having a treasure map
Yeah,
open, and they would be like, "You are the hacker.
You're
You
the
are
hacker."
banned."
Oh,
So yeah.
scum.
we what was our like experience the other day? We were riding along looking for an elk,
Yeah, and then we
suddenly just started exploding.
Yeah.
Just-
Oh,
Yeah,
And
that happens a lot.
It seemed like everybody on the map was exploding because like
Yeah.
we were in different places and we just gone.
yeah.
We have also had a benevolent hacker one
Yeah,
time just
that
drop
was-
a lot of dead panthers
That's
at our
right.
feet.
A lot
like,
of perfect dead-
pelts.
yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
how do they?
It's just
How
a
are they
mod
so
menu.
exploitable?
It's just like basically the GTA mod menu, which
Oh.
which works fine in single player. No one gives a shit.
Yeah.
However, because everything is client side
Yeah,
instead
okay.
of server side,
They can't stop it.
Yeah, you can just be like, oh, well, I'm just modifying the game code right here. And yeah, it's easy to
Surely when it
exploit.
checks in with the server, the service, they should have some kind of countermeasure or detection.
Well,
I
that's
guess
how
not.
That's how they ban you if you open a
Yeah,
chest.
all they can do is, from what it seems like, is they can look at logs and go, okay.
Yeah, right.
I did report them.
Oh, cool. How,
Yeah,
how did you
yeah.
figure out who was hacking?
Well, I presume it was there was a guy who originally killed me.
Okay.
I was
Oh, and then he
by doing random stuff to me, like exploding me.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Okay, I'm presuming
okay,
it's that
that's-
guy. I hope
yeah.
it is, but I can only try.
Because like
Yeah,
I don't stick around long enough to figure out who's doing it. I'm just like, at the moment it happens, I'm just like, right. boom,
I'm
out.
assuming that whoever did it to us the other day and just exploded us like was so far away because it seemed, we were so far away from each other on the map.
Yeah.
We were both
They were
exploding.
just getting everybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Was that on stream? Did you get on stream?
I don't think so. I think we were
I
just
don't,
playing.
yeah, I don't recall. I think
Yeah, we
did. It
were.
was on stream.
It was on
yeah.
stream
Oh,
because
okay,
we were trying to do your trader stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Looking for elks.
And then I Alt F4 the hell out of there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you hard quit the game.
And I was like, nope.
That's done.
Jeez. Hopefully no one saw your hentai wallpaper.
No, they only saw a Neon City Daily logo. When there's no
Nah.
screen. I'm safe.
I will admit that was one of my first thoughts. The cat was like, I wonder what James' wallpaper is.
It's
I wonder if
just
that's gone wrong.
It's just that one.
yeah.
That's the Microsoft default one. I haven't even bothered.
Good old Microsoft.
It should
fan.
be a hentai wallpaper.
Not even
It
a
should
tentacle.
be.
No tentacles inside.
Not
should
yet.
be
Not yet.
covered in
Have you set it to the us Neon City Daily, or is it just a logo?
Just the
Just the windows.
yeah, just the logo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah.
Not us in front of that.
Not
city,
our amazing,
majestic.
highly accurate
Yeah.
artwork.
No. Did you ever get that guy to send you the Photoshop file with everything in layers?
Yeah, I haven't downloaded them.
You should do that and
Yeah.
then send it to me, and then I might
We
be
can
able to
make pretty things.
make a
for
little
everyone
thing
to
out of
watch.
it.
As
Yeah.
long as you don't touch my beard.
Jamie might want to fix his own chin.
Maybe I'll go out and actually draw you an accurate Josh on this.
Oh,
Only an accurate Josh.
Just
no
an
one
accurate
else.
Josh. Everyone
Yeah.
else is perfect.
yeah.
But no, that's covered everything I kind of played this week. The expansion for Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out, but I haven't even picked that up yet because my internet's still being sorted, so I don't want to sit there and fight
Yeah, that would be a pain in the butt.
Big shout out to NBN Co.
with that. No,
Yeah,
it's
fucking
not.
it up again.
Who says Nick is still connected?
Oh man,
Or already
That's-
connected, but
yeah.
not.
Well, that's the thing that messes with me. It's like, oh, we've pinged your house. It's like, no, you haven't. You've pinged the pit in front of my
You
house.
can't have
Yeah.
pinged my house. There's
You
no wire that
literally
goes in my
can't.
house.
There is literally no cable running to my house. Like, oh, but we don't know. Fuck up. So it's making me madder the longer it goes.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
So I just and initially I was like willing, like I am with a lot of stuff like this, especially but having worked on the other side of it, I can sit there and I can go, oh, it's a new house. You got to work out all the stuff about where the cables are and how it gets to the exchange. There's a lot of work involved. I'm not going to lie.
You're
Like, I
certainly
get
more
it.
tolerant than I am, which
But-
surprises me.
Like I said, it's all because I've been on the other side of it. In that particular instance, like literally that exact instance.
I mean, I'm
almost.
never rude, but like the second I'm like things are going wobbly,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
that
hey,
was, that was the thing. Like that's why this week, when it got to a point where it's like it's been 3 weeks, guys. That was when I took over the phone calls and went,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you're a bit fucking silly, and
you're kind of not
yeah,
great.
you're kind of a piece
Got
of shit.
games to play, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can't. I want to download shit. I want to use my internet.
Back in the ADSL days, it used to be, I used to tell them, whether it was for work connections or something, that if you told them there was a business reliant on the connection, they would expedite it for you to a certain degree.
Yeah, okay. I might
That's,
see. Yeah,
that's a long gone.
yeah. No, I was going
tactic.
to say that. I'm
Um,
pretty sure has disappeared.
Unless
now.
you maybe if you tell them, because NBN ask if there's someone there with medical reliance, I think, on.
Oh yeah,
The connection?
on the connection thing. Yeah.
But I think that just means they put a battery backup on the NTD rather than expedite the
Well,
connection.
see, that's the thing though. I've got to convince them to come out. To come out. I've got to convince them.
That's too explicit.
I've got to convince
That
them
was the bleep.
to actually send someone. Because this is
Yeah.
the thing. As soon as anyone gets to my house, because of where that cable is, they can
It's the
just
most
stand
exposed
out the
section of the
front
house, yeah.
and they can go, "Oh, look at that. That's the problem."
Yeah.
But instead of sending anyone out, they're just going, "Can we get in? It's fun." And so it's making me mad. It's making me real mad.
Well, you hide it real well.
It's just stupidity, and it's the continuing stupidity that messes me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair enough.
Yeah.
When they keep repeating the same answer, but
Yeah,
it's connected,
exactly.
I can ping it. It's
Well,
there. No, it's not.
This was the thing too that made me like really the other day was I keep letting my missus call because it's like her account effectively because she's been dealing with a lot of stuff while I've been at work, and it's this weird rabbit hole where they always ask her what hardware we've got, and she always says, "You've sent us the modem, but there's nothing else." And they take that as some weird thing that nothing else just means, oh, we've
You just
sent
gotta
her the
plug it
modem
in.
and that's all
Yeah,
you need.
yeah.
You need to
Reset
plug-
the modem.
So they go through telling her to plug it in, telling her to
There's
reset the
nothing
modem.
to plug it into.
And like whoever it was the other day that she was on the phone with, Teresa didn't give me the phone because I'm pretty sure they already heard me standing in the background. Why are they doing this again?
Yeah. Oh, man.
It
so
is not
frustrating.
the modem. We
They're
do
just
not
running-
have the cable.
They're just running through
the
a-
cable.
It's the script
Yeah,
monkey.
they're just going through a
They're
script.
just running through
Yeah.
the script, and it's just one of those weird, annoying.
Yeah, if you
frustrating
have
things.
too many more troubles, I'd be going straight after NBN.
Oh no,
Not-
I am like
yeah.
Don't go through
I'm-
Telstra.
I'm literally like on
or whoever your
Tuesday.
ISP is.
I'm literally on Tuesday is the day they're supposed to be getting in contact. The NBN Co is supposed to get in contact with us. If they get in contact with us, but they do not have a date that they can get someone to fix that up, I'm just calling the ombudsman on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like because it's next week, or I'm setting your business on fire.
Do it.
Like it's just that's how it's
Kill them
working
all.
at this point. Yeah, like I'll wait till they're
Theoretically.
asleep and- yeah.
Views endorsed
For
by
legal
individuals do
reasons,
not
this
represent the
is a
thoughts
joke.
of the Neon City Daily.
But yeah, no, it's
clack.
just getting to that point. It's ridiculous.
Well, I've
Yeah.
been playing ridiculous games.
Yeah,
Yep. Most of my game time this week has been Rocket League and Brawlhalla.
I did see you were playing.
Yeah, I saw you
those.
playing
Yeah.
that, and I was like, "Is that happening?"
Mostly it's Eli.
I'm kind of shocked that you didn't invite me to play Brawlhalla with you.
No, I haven't played any Brawlhalla since Eli beat me several times.
Nice.
Oh, Josh.
Yeah.
How will you get better if you just keep letting your child defeat you?
I pretend the game doesn't exist. And
If I
but I've
can't
played
see it, it can't see me.
Yeah, I've played some Rocket League with him, which I really like the idea of Rocket League.
Yeah.
The idea, huh?
The idea.
Yeah.
But again, Eli's quickly getting a lot better at it than I am. And then we go and play online. And like
gets
it must
angry
have
at
good. Well, it must have good matchmatching
Yeah.
because like it seems to be equally skilled like people.
Yeah, it does everything.
But even like in whatever, like so we're probably in like the low rankings.
Yeah.
The way that people can manipulate their cars to do flips and hit the ball on
Yeah.
different angles is pretty impressive. Like I
yeah.
just go, if the ball's in front of me, I accelerate into it. Whereas these people are like side on with 90-degree angle, got to hit it with the back quarter of the car, and I just go,
It's almost like they've played more of the game.
yeah.
Yeah,
But even
yeah.
then, I'm like,
I like the idea of you going like, I don't really want to play anymore because I keep playing it with Eli and he keeps getting really mad at me.
yeah,
I keep
Dad,
flubbing
you
all the
suck.
stuff. Like, what is this, father? Throws a control pad at me and I can't even blame him.
But I'm kind of also happy because he's got to this stage where he can log into my computer by himself. He knows the rules. He can log in. He can play select games. But like he's just the interest is genuinely there now. Like he's been
amount
nagging me all day because we had like a reward thing for being good during the week, and because he really wants to buy in-game items in Rocket League.
Yeah.
But I don't want him to be me. So I made
Seed's
him.
already planted.
I made him like earn it.
Right.
So yeah, like he's getting really invested in Rocket League. The beautiful thing is, it's all under my name. It's like Valorox.
You're just
So,
getting the
yeah.
rewards.
You're not even getting him his own account.
That's excellent.
Especially if I'm spending money on in-game items.
Oh, jeez.
So when he like in a couple of
his
years
rewards-
when he kind of it clicks and he goes, I want my own
He'll be
account.
really angry at you again.
Yeah, I'll be like, fine, but you're gonna.
can
I'm
have your
keeping
own
all the
account.
items I bought.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like-
This
Can't
game
give
I
it
don't
to
play and aren't
Yeah,
any good at.
yeah. They're worth a lot to me. I don't want you to have them.
It's a memory of when you were a fool.
let it be a lesson.
Never trust Dad.
Yeah.
See,
You think you can beat me, but I keep everything.
I actually now this week have a lot of nagging going on because I made the mistake of letting my daughter play Among Us, and because she's nuts for Among Us because morons on YouTube Kids can play it.
Yep.
And so it's just this weird thing now where I'm like, I'm glad you like video games. Yeah, I'm using my computer. Sorry, kid. Like, just don't.
Yes,
like, just
that's
not
the
right
problem.
now.
That is the problem.
This is not a thing.
Here's
On
an
iPad
aside.
though, right?
I think so.
Can you get Rocket League on the Switch?
Don't know.
Don't know.
I will need to find
I
out.
don't even know.
I think it's crossplay at the very least. Not sure about Switch.
yeah.
That would be
I
good
actually
because
don't know.
Elon wants the Switch in here plugged into the TV. So I can just sit him on that
You can just put him on that
and
yeah.
still play. I wonder if Brawlhalla's on the Switch.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
pretty sure.
Yeah, 'Cause- and it's even crossplay at the point where like I actually jumped on there one day and played with Jamie. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So
How do you actually earn characters in Brawlhalla? Is it in-game currency or something?
keep playing until you hate yourself and use the currency that you get from
Yeah,
it?
okay.
Or buy them all. Like
It's
in a-
easy on a
Yeah,
rotation because we went back like a week later and
Yeah, they rotate.
They've got
the
like a free
characters that are
rotation.
free in Brawlhalla. Yeah, no, it's got that.
it's a good game.
Usually-
It's well made.
No, it's fun. It's a good alternative to Smash Brothers, I find.
It's on Switch.
Nice. Rocket League is? Yeah, nice.
Nice.
I'm going to get
Might
it for
have
him
to
on
go
there.
And, go and get some Rocket League on the Switch.
I'm looking forward to the new Ace Attorney game that's coming out.
Yeah.
It's one that's set in the past.
Yeah.
So it's not like Phoenix Wright. It's some other guy. They haven't done like localizations of their names. So
Yeah.
his last name is Naruhodo instead of Wright.
yeah.
Did you say Ace Attorney?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm kind of deciding what I'm going to get it on because part of me
Yeah,
goes like,
okay.
oh, maybe I'll just grab it on. The
Switch.
I was thinking Steam because that's what I play
Yeah,
everything
'cause
on.
that's your
But
primary, yeah.
at the same time, maybe I'll get it on the Switch because the Phoenix Wright games are fantastic portable little
Yeah,
games. You like
portable,
sit
yeah.
down on the couch and be like, woo hoo hoo, what's going to happen? So I don't know. They got around the Sherlock Holmes copyright issue as well.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they call them Herlock Sholmes.
Oh, they did. No.
They did. They figured it out. They cracked the
Nice.
code.
I was gonna
Wow.
say, yeah, they really nailed that home.
Yeah.
Man. They got that sorted. Oh man, see, I still haven't played through because I got the whatever collection of it, the anniversary collection
Yeah.
of it on the Xbone,
God, they're so good.
and I think I maybe played like a couple of hours of the first time.
Ace Attorney. Never heard of it. personally.
It's good.
It's like
good.
it's kind of like a visual novel puzzle game where you're a defense attorney and you
Oh,
you just got to defend all these people, and it's very dramatic and
interesting.
silly and fun. And
Yeah,
I
okay.
really recommend it.
I might check it out.
Yeah.
I also had someone recommend a game to me, Isles, I think it is. You're a dinosaur. It's like
Yeah.
basically a
Right.
dinosaur sim.
Yeah.
Game.
Okay.
And I don't. It was a friend Joel from Warhammer Store,
Right.
and he's like, "Yeah, no, I've been playing a heap of it. You get to like basically be a dinosaur, like,
Every
but it's
boy's
all."
dream.
There you go. Okay.
He's like, "Have you ever played Rust and stuff?" I'm like, "No, I don't. I don't go in on those survival
Yeah.
games
Yeah.
where you can lose all your stuff and."
I can deal with survival games where you lose with stuff, but I just hate that it's like, hey, you exist, do anything you want. Okay, I'll build a hut and I can eat and I can drink.
Yeah.
I'm done with this game.
You hate crafting
I
games.
fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Well, this one
So
I haven't
bored.
got it yet, but I'm tempted because
Yeah.
it does look fun. It has a lot of those survival elements to it.
Yeah.
But like the way he was explaining it, it just sounded awesome. Like it takes literal like 6 probably in-game hours to go from baby dinosaur to considerable sized dinosaur.
Right.
Or like I think he was playing a crocodile. But it's very audio based.
Okay.
So there's no HUD or anything.
yeah.
And you see other real players who are humans
Yeah.
walking through
Right.
or something like that. I don't know
Okay.
if they're humans or maybe they're just smaller animals or something.
Yeah.
And you hear the pitter patter, and then he just lurches out of the water and destroys them, puts them in a death spiral.
Right.
What was
And-
it called?
Isle, or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but it got me thinking. Maybe I do kind of check out one of those survivalist type games.
They're very popular at the moment.
They are really popular.
Valheim and whatever.
Yeah, they're very,
I
very
heard of
popular.
Ark. I know that's dinosaur-ish.
Yeah.
So I just like anytime stuff like that gets brought up and it's like it's basically it's Minecraft with better graphics. And I hit the snooze button almost immediately. I
Yeah,
just get
and that's
so
my
bored with
concern.
them.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's just like a dinosaur sim, I'd guess you'd just be trying to eat motherfuckers and live.
Yeah.
So
Sounds awesome.
That sounds pretty cool.
Be like, oh,
As long as you don't constantly get eaten yourself.
True,
as you're
yeah,
trying to
as
get
long as you're
bigger.
not
Yeah.
just getting wrecked. But yeah. No, I get it.
I don't know. I sometimes think I need a new online game.
It looks like it's called Isles of Yore,
Oh, okay.
a multiplayer simulator that aims to make you experience what it was like to go through life as a prehistoric animal.
Okay.
There
So
you go.
definitely not like crafting straw huts out of poop and shit.
I would hope
Like,
not,
yeah.
unless you play the beaver race.
You know what? All these games remind me of is Spore.
Yeah, same, to be honest. I think of Spore a lot. when
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
as soon as he mentions it, I'm like, oh, Spore.
yeah.
Um,
Spore.
like, I love me some League of Legends, and I've eyed off Siege. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I need to go back to Siege. But I just feel like I wouldn't mind having another online game.
Red Dead Redemption
I was
2.
gonna
you
say,
do have Red Dead
realistically for that,
installed.
Red Dead for me is that right now.
Is there, can it be like a significant time investment to progress yourself?
Really, only as much as you want.
Yeah.
Up to you how
I'm-
fast you want to, go
Yeah,
through.
it depends exactly what you want to get out of the game.
I'm level like 18, 19 in it. I've already unlocked a bunch of stuff. But realistically, all I've been doing is jumping on a day and doing like a 5-minute daily thing just to get
Yeah.
gold. And that's optional.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
And-
something competitive that I'm after. Like League of Legends, the fight is against the ladder. Your ranking, similar with
am
Siege. It's
still wishing that, and I've said this before on this podcast, like a good, what is now considered old school, like Halo 3 multiplayer thing was around.
Yeah.
Because there's just nothing that scratches that for me. Like, I really like Siege, don't get me wrong, but it's just like that feel isn't really there. It's there for Rocket League, actually. Rocket League is the closest anything has come.
Did they ever fix the multiplayer matchmaking for the Master Chief Collection?
I have no idea.
I think
Because
they did. I read about it being an issue.
I could stand to go back to Halo. Like, that sounds like it'd be fun.
Did Quake Online ever survive? Wasn't there like a browser based?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was browser-based.
It's not browser based anymore. You just get it through Steam.
Oh, okay.
But still free. It's just Quake Live.
Yeah.
And then there's Quake Champions as well. So there are 2 Quake games that are currently
Yeah.
active.
I was never good at Twitch shooters though. And I'm definitely not going to be any better now that I'm getting older.
Just practice, my man.
yeah.
I
That said, sorry, just to finish,
Yeah.
in my hunt for online games, I was looking at Joel's profile on Steam and saw that he'd sunk a lot of time into something I loved when it came out, and that is Age of Empires Online. And I didn't even know that it was still a
Jeez, I
thing.
didn't know it was still going.
But it's still a thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
I
I
thought
loved that game when it came
I
out.
thought that was dead and buried.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
it
so
was
did
gone.
I. Yeah. So I don't know whether it is like not no longer being kind of.
He just got that many hours up back
yeah.
in the day. Like, he just hammered the hell out of it. Then nothing else has come close.
Well, because it said played recently.
Okay.
Age of Empires Online. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know that was alive.
yeah, no, I just thought that was dead.
Yeah, given the way that Age of Empires 4 is, well, finally we got to see something a few weeks ago on Age of Empires 4. So I'm pretty pumped about that.
Yeah, yeah. No,
StarCraft got too competitive for me, like online.
Yeah, StarCraft is just too
so
much.
that
Yeah.
is that to me, like StarCraft is like too.
The amount of macros going on, you got to be basically playing the piano to play that
Yeah,
game.
StarCraft was good when I was younger and playing on a LAN with friends.
Oh yeah,
I liked the original StarCraft. Played a little bit of StarCraft 2. But I part of me is not willing to admit that real-time strategy is dying.
Is it though?
I don't know.
Because
Maybe it's just my focus has changed.
Yeah,
traditional real-time strategy might be
Because
dying,
back in the
right?
day, it was like
Changed to
Total
what it is.
Annihilation, Age of Empires 1 through 3, Age of Mythology,
Warcraft.
StarCraft,
All the Warcrafts.
See,
all the
I-
Warcrafts.
I feel like it's less the genre itself is dying and more what companies are taking them to do. Like the thing at the moment for me that has, I feel like the Dawn of War games are a really good point out, or like just the general Warhammer 40k online, like, you know, computer games are a good way to point that out because it went Dawn of War 1, very straight up RTS game. You build your base, you build your stuff. you put
Basically,
stuff
Age
in,
of
it's great.
Empires in a lot of
Basically, Age
ways.
of Empires with the Warhammer 40k thing. Then you go on to 2, and it's like this weird have a base, but it's a bit more about your tactics.
It's closer to how you would imagine the actual war
Yeah.
game of playing real time. It's
And
all
then-
squad based.
And then, like, as far as Warhammer 40k strategy games that people talk about now, you basically end up moving to that one that's pretty much just Civilizations, but with 40k.
Oh yeah,
Totally
yeah.
forgotten the name of it now. I thought of it then, and then it was gone by the time I got back to it.
Booby of War or something. Okay.
If Josh is pooping, he's never coming back.
You pooping? He's not pooping. Okay.
But so that to me, like, kind of says a bit more about what people think everyone wants now.
Well, it
Because-
also has to do with a lot about the companies who want to make
Yeah,
these
who
games.
want to make
so
them, yeah.
clearly, like the Total War guys were like, we want to make a Total War Warhammer game based on like you know the old Warhammer, and then
The fact that they made Total War Britannia,
yeah,
which is basically like Age of Empires Total War,
yeah,
it's
and these other guys, I swear that the game you're thinking of starts with a G or something.
I think so.
Anyway, Warhammer 40k G named game. Yeah. That was clearly made by a group of guys to go, we want to make a Civilization game with a Warhammer bend
feel.
to it.
Yeah.
And Relic were like, we want to make Company of Heroes,
Yeah.
but with orcs.
40k, yeah.
So it just comes down to who the license gets given
Gets
to
given
and
to
what,
in the
what
end,
they're really feeling on making. And also, I was just quickly reading up that Age of Empires Online did go offline, but was reestablished in 2017.
Oh, geez.
But Microsoft took it down because they went, it's too much for us to maintain.
yeah.
And now it's back up because it's running on like a server emulator.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
So it's like it's all back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's just suddenly they can do it again.
They can do it again.
And who knows? Maybe it was them kind of like taking a look at like what do we have that people want, and they've been going like, oh, we've been refurbishing all these Age of Empire games. Like people are really hot on it.
People
Like
are,
we'll just
yeah.
bring this back, but really just kind of arrived to no fanfare at all. I had no idea.
I didn't even know it happened.
No idea.
Yeah, I didn't know it was back. I didn't know it was still a thing.
I get freaking ads on my Steam for like Succubus Cafe or some shit like that. But I never know when Age of
random
Empires
crap.
comes
Yeah.
back.
Yes.
All the ads are for games I'm never going to play.
Yeah,
then you
yeah,
search
yeah.
for something and go, oh, wow.
Yeah.
This
There
game
was-
exists.
I was looking on the upcoming and trending,
Yeah.
and it was just two separate titles that were just like alliteration for tits. like big bouncing boobies and I can't even freaking remember. Like
Tumbulous titty tribe
I had
tribulation.
Terrific
I had
tumbulous titties.
I had a hearty laugh at just how
jeez.
ridiculous the Steam page is.
Wow. See,
And then I had another laugh thought it was a sad one when I realized they were $60 each.
Oh, nah. No one wants to pay $60.
I'm not going to buy you a booby game for $60.
No, not Trials of
69 cents,
Tribulations.
yes.
Yeah. 69 cents is the best money.
Anytime I see like just this a very like childishly adult game pop up on Steam, I'm like, I'm gonna buy that
this is
for
for
Nick.
This is clearly for Nick.
At least there's a theme. I'm not going to lie. At least it works out. At least there's something consistent.
Yeah.
That there will be titties in something.
Yeah.
Some kind of format.
It's like there will
on
be
Steam.
blood, but the sequel.
Yeah.
There will be boobs.
There will be boob.
Norks for the Nork God. What about you, Dave? What have you been playing?
Apart from a bit the Red Dead Online, tiny bit of League of Legends and not a lot else.
Really?
But I've changed character, like picked up a new main in League of Legends for a while just to try something different.
Oh.
That's some good fun. I just go around killing more people now rather than
That's what you're pretty
healing
much
Josh
support
and
all
the rest of
time,
the team.
yeah.
I go, no, I'm actually going to play a damage dealer now.
Yeah, no, that's
That's
understandable.
fun.
Yeah,
So-
you were thinking to yourself, it's time that Dave gets a little bit. He gets his pound of flesh.
Yeah,
Get some
I
in
can get
there.
out there and kill
Yeah.
people. Good times.
Yeah.
No, I actually, to be fair, that has reminded me very particularly that I there's a sale on the Xbox at the moment where Dragon Ball Fighter Z is like $14.
Oh yeah.
And so I actually sent that as a gift to someone because I knew they're into fighters, and they'd been kind of out of the community for a while. And we were just talking about it, and I had that realization where I was like, oh man, I was still kind of figuring out my main guys in that game because you have a team of 3.
Yeah.
And I figured out 2,
There's one Krillin.
and I think it was like Krillin and Broly,
Yeah. Oh, Broly. Huh? Which one? Broly.
the big Super Doom one, because he's got his super armor and those grapples
there
that I
are
like.
2 Brolys now.
Oh god,
There's
wow!
Dragon
Well,
Ball
the older
Super
one, I
Broly and Blonde Broly.
Blonde was the one that I was
So
playing.
many games.
Yeah.
So many games.
But no, then there's like another slot there that I've got to figure out who to put in, and I think I was just running Goku because he's like the Ryu of that game.
Yeah, he's very
Just
Ryu-ish.
mid-tier, like
He's
go
got a,
team.
got a very
yeah.
versatile kit.
So I don't know that's actually made me remember that I need to figure out my mains, figure out my go-to lads.
I can't
for
remember
that game.
who my mains were. I think it was like
I-
what was his name?
You,
Bardock.
you better remember, yeah.
And Gohan adult.
Yeah. And
And,
who was the last one, James? The most annoying one that you could have possibly figured out how to play.
was it Android 18?
No.
Who was it?
It was the silly bitch that I forgot the name of.
Videl?
That's it. I was like, Vivi, Vob.
You better remember. I don't remember who was it.
That's why I wanted you to remember, James. That's why I wanted you to remember, because I couldn't remember the name. But no, you just are a shit with her.
No.
So
I'm a shit with Gohan.
yeah, well, that too. Yeah.
Like, it's always the Videl or Android 18 were like the anchor that I would kind of like go back to from time to time. But it kind of like changed up because like they kept releasing new characters.
Yeah, they kept releasing new characters. They've released a lot of
They've
characters.
they've
right?
released like a Super Saiyan 4 Goku to add to the list of
Just
Gokus.
add to the list of Gokus.
Who's
'cause-
completely bullshit. Like, he just has like this little taunt that each time he does it, he goes up a level, and then when he reaches like level 9 or something with the taunt, his attack just kills. He just does a killing
Oh
attack.
wow!
Yeah.
Awesome, great.
Yeah.
It's rough for everyone else.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
It has to be a successful taunt, though.
But we should. Well, it's just like it's very quick.
That's ridiculous. though.
Just as a wiggle of his
Yeah.
finger. But once you get a stable connection again, we should definitely get back
Oh
into
yeah, I'm
some
definitely
fighters.
not trying that yet.
No,
my God.
no, stable connection.
Not on the mobile data. No.
No, not on the mobile data. That's
I really want us
terrible
to play the new Guilty Gear when that comes out. as well, 'cause
idea.
that looks
yeah,
fantastic.
Because I am. I don't know. Guilty Gear's never been a franchise that I've spent a lot of time.
Me
I,
either.
I have heard about it
Yeah.
forever.
Yep.
I might have played one for a little bit.
I played a little bit of Xrd.
Yeah, that I think was the one I played.
And
for a bit.
Xrd Rev 2, but it's one of those things where generally when it comes to a fighting game, I find that I tend to play it a lot like when you're also into it, because it's just like we just kind of
we have someone to play with. Yeah,
and when I'm just on my own, I kind of play a little bit, but not that much.
yeah.
And I'm keen to get into some fighters again, man.
Yeah, no, same to be honest.
Question: How many games would you guys have like on the boil at once? Do you guys play multiple things at the time? Or do you sort of
Sometimes it
jump-
depends if we're
Yeah,
like
it
really
depends on what.
Yeah, if we're playing a game that we're just like really, really like just enjoying a lot, we'll kind of go like a stint in that for maybe a few
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
And then when we're kind of in like the downtime, we'll just sort of play whatever we fancy.
pops up at the time.
Like we might go like play some Sins of a Solar Empire one night, then move on to like a fighting game or play like a co-op shooter or something like that, which kind of has affected the way that I tend to play games and hasn't worked so good when all my friends have like children that they need to deal with. I will go. We'll be playing a game and then I'll be like, oh, we also should play XYZ. And with like my brain programmed to go, that can be like we'll set that up now and we'll play it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But of course, people got jobs, people got kids. It's not quite like that anymore. It can't just be like I know that Nick is going to be on the Xbox or on the PC until 11 o'clock tomorrow night.
Like, no, Nick has to get up.
As it stands, like Nick's got like a hard cutoff at like 8:30 or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, those 6
so I
a.m.
gotta-
starts.
Yeah, I got to do that 6
5
a.m.
a.m. or
start.
whatever it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever it is on the fucking day.
Yeah. So generally, it's just like
yeah.
I mean, we were hitting that other game that we've been talking about before quite hard that I've forgotten the name of really cleverly.
We're doing really well on the
Yeah,
names.
we
of
do.
stuff today.
Yeah. Names
dude,
are our
I
forte
think my
today.
brain is broken. I can't remember shit that I normally would
We
have no trouble.
We did just play 2 games of 40k before we did the
That's
podcast.
going to
Yeah.
suck the life out of you to some degree.
It's like it is one of those things where like even though
Outriders.
Outriders.
Oh, that one-
jeez, yeah.
Yeah.
Have they actually got rid of most of the bugs now? Like, is
I
it
believe
actually
so.
all- You
Yeah.
can actually cross-play okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no,
works.
crossplay and everything. From what I've seen, so like at the moment, after they kind of got the patching in that they did, yeah, but pretty golden, pretty
Yeah.
good, pretty nice. Except for Josh. If you're Josh, you're fucked.
Oh, okay. He's still not having a
Yeah,
fun time.
well,
with
I
his?
don't know. Like, I don't know when the last time he tried it was.
Oh, yeah, I
When
don't
did you
know.
try it last, Josh? It was a while ago. So
I was more expecting just a fart noise from the distance. Yeah. But no, Outriders. Because I kind of had the thing of I'll play Outriders again. Yeah, it'll be cool. My internet's garbage. It's got a 17 gig patch.
yeah.
And I kind of went, oh, sweet. That's awesome. I'm going to play that ever again, maybe.
We just have to wait for NBN to get their thumb out of all their
Yeah,
asses.
out of every single ass.
So many asses that thumb's in.
So many thumbs.
It's like a trans-dimensional butthole. You put your thumb up one ass, it goes up
Comes
every
out somewhere,
ass. Yeah.
pops out somewhere else. You're like, whoa.
Whoa, there it is.
I patched Cyberpunk the other day.
Oh, yeah.
finally, and then went,
Yeah.
I probably should play that again sometime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Cyberpunk yet again, another game that at the moment I was like, I should play some of that. Then I went, oh yeah,
I think I'm just waiting for the first batch of DLC to come out for Cyberpunk before I revisit it.
oh yeah. Have they talked about that at all yet? Or are they
Not
just
really.
doing it?
It's
Yeah.
just sort of like a granted. Like they've spoken of it like really early on. early
yeah.
days.
They mentioned that it was going
And everything went to shit. And they
Yeah,
kind of went,
yeah.
well, we
To
won't
fix
talk about
that,
that
yeah.
now. We better
Yep.
fix everything else first.
Yeah,
I think at the moment, any of the talk of a multiplayer Cyberpunk component has been pretty much
oh
scrapped.
that can.
Oh, that's a
yeah,
shame.
Yeah.
yeah.
That would have been fun.
See, I wish that other companies would take that approach though, where they would look at their game and go, no, we need to allocate resources because I mean, for fuck's sake, Ubisoft, fix Valhalla.
They won't.
It's like it's just bust. Like this
We'll
is
just
one of the
make you
reasons
we'll
why.
sell you another one. It's fine.
Well, that's the thing. Like, this is why previously with Assassin's Creed iterations, I'd usually wait like a year and then play it.
Yeah.
Like, by the time the next one comes out, this one will be fixed, that kind of thing. And that, to be honest, is genuinely how it seems to have worked really well for like the last 10 years. So,
They do actually get fixed. They don't
Yeah,
just move
they
on
get-
to the next one. And
yeah,
go
they
stuff
get
with-
fixed eventually.
They
but,
have like these
yeah.
huge sprawling worlds, which I understand are very complicated. And anytime you look at like a free roam game and if it runs and it doesn't crash instantly, it's a bit.
Yeah,
of a
that's a
miracle.
win. Yeah.
But it's very clear that Ubisoft just go like, this is the deadline. We'll just fix it.
We'll just fix it.
Fix
as
it
we
in
go,
post,
yeah.
essentially, and then they release the game, and it's like, don't play it.
Unless
Once you
it's-
guys have all bought it, we'll fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, it's Unity. Then they never fix it and it's just broken forever and terrible.
Yeah,
And blatantly the worst game in the entire fucking series.
well,
I
that's
hate that so much.
because they hate us.
See, I actually found out, by the way, that what I thought was a bug
Yeah.
was just the game being shit.
Oh,
It's a feature.
Just by the way,
It's actually a feature.
yeah. Because I what I did was Unity was like I was suffering through Unity. It was maybe like 3-4 months after launch, and I think I'd gotten it with some other promotional thing for the Xbox, and I installed it. I was playing it, and
You hate playing it.
yeah, pretty much. It was fucking awful. It was just busted. And I got to a point where there was a mission where it's like, okay, you got to kill this guy, but we're going to tell you that you need to like do it, you know, at least relatively stealthy, or like if they see you beforehand, he'll freak out and blah, blah, blah. And so I went, okay, I'm going to go full Nick, like stealth on this. And I went legit, like fucking off the rooftops, over the boundaries, like under the river, like all sorts of shit. And after failing it a bunch of times, I basically figured out like the perfect route to fucking just sit on this little perch.
Yeah.
Look, he's walking along, stab in the head.
Yeah.
Just bounce down, murder him. He wouldn't have known I was coming, and then afterwards I could just fucking piece
You're
out.
out with no issue.
Yep, and it was all set. It was in my brain.
Yep.
I go there, I stand on the thing, and he walks under me, and I cannot select him.
Oh, you just had to follow him.
I cannot select him. I cannot select him. I cannot select his friends. I cannot do anything. The only thing that happens if I try to fucking kill him is I jump off the ledge, stand next to him, and go, "Sup?"
Hi, I'm stealthy.
and then it goes, you failed it.
And so, failed, right?
Yeah.
The first time I did it. Then I did it again. Wouldn't happen again. Could not select this guy to target. Just couldn't do it.
No, you can't do it this way. It's
And
loud.
You got to
Just
wait until he's in
couldn't
his
do it.
house by the fire.
Standing with
I
all his
tried
friends.
it like 3 more times. One time I even was just trying button combinations and stuff and was doing it for so long that I failed it because he walked away. This is how bad of an assassin I was in Unity. And I got to a point where I was like, it's too broken. Fuck this game.
Yeah.
I go back to it years later. I'm still kind of like, wow, this is
3
still broken.
years have passed.
Like they really left Unity broken.
Yeah.
And I get to that mission. I think to myself, I remember this fucking mission. But what you're supposed to do, you can't actually kill him before that.
Yeah.
You have to go and bobble around, and he gets to a point where his buddy eats a Big Mac or something, and then you're allowed to kill him.
Yes.
And I was like, so you fucked me. That's what this whole expedition was you just making it bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's poor
So-
game design.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, it's the fucking Rockstar mission game design philosophy. You get in the car and you
Ubisoft, you
chase
mean?
the guy. You can't do anything.
right,
Until you get to
you
appropriate
can't shoot him with
point.
a
Yeah,
rocket
you
launcher like in
can't-
GTA
yeah.
3. You can't do anything. You gotta just follow him until he gets out of his car. Doesn't matter what you
Yeah,
do. You're
yeah.
basically doing an obstacle course that
Yeah.
we have dictated you must
That
do.
you must do, yeah.
It sucks. It's a bullshit trend in games, and it's weird because like not only does it have like this kind of like you can't have fun the way you want to have fun, it also treats you like a child and goes like, no,
Yeah.
you
Not
gotta
yet.
do it
Not
this
yet,
way.
my child.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
yet. You must
So-
wait till the time is right.
Yeah, I was really
But I won't tell you that.
Yeah.
I'll just annoy the crap out of you
Yeah,
by
yeah,
making it
yeah,
appear
yeah.
that you can do this,
Yeah.
but you can't.
Why are we playing a video game if what you want to make is a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they tried that with Assassin's Creed, didn't end well.
Yeah.
Or at least make it obvious that you can't kill someone till point X.
Yeah, that's,
like make
that
it
was my
blatantly
thing. Like,
obvious.
Give me a reason to not kill him until his friend stops at the
Yeah.
drive-in.
And this is kind of why I think that my favorite Assassin's Creed was number 1
yeah.
because like it was just so like it was unpolished as shit, but
Oh,
you could
yeah, but
do a lot
you
of
could-
things.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
there was very little like kind of going like no, don't do a fucking thing. Like you could go in and be like that if that guy is within my reach, he can die.
Yeah.
And that was something that I appreciated.
how it worked.
And you see it get taken away.
See, that's proper free roam game.
Yeah,
Free roam
yeah.
where they suddenly lock you into
Yeah,
these things.
yeah.
It's like,
And to like
takes it
another
away.
extent, like Red Dead does.
Oh,
like
yeah, absolutely.
Like Red Dead
Yeah.
is like it's got that kind of like really good window dressing.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, you're still going. I have to go to point A, then point B, then do a horse chase, then
Yeah,
go here, just to fulfill the narrative. Like I can't figure out a different way to do this. If I go the wrong way, if I try an alternate route,
Sometimes you can
I
ruin
fail.
it. You can
Yeah,
ruin
you
it
can
by
actually
going,
fail
going,
it.
I'm going to go
Yeah.
here quicker because it's shorter over that hill than going around that road around the hill.
it's poopy game design. Like that's the technical term for it.
Poopy bites.
Speaking of poopy game design, how'd you go, Josh?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just had some stuff to take care of.
Fired it out like a shotgun.
Breathless there.
We're all good.
It was a lot of effort.
No, it really wasn't.
But yeah, no, I see. I don't know.
We still like video games.
We do.
They just annoy us
I
sometimes.
really enjoy most video games, but wow, there's just an increasing number of things. That
Well, now
make
they're
me
completely mass market.
just
I think
yeah.
that's
Yeah, I was going to say, like, one of like the things to watch out for when you're going, should I play this game? Is it a AAA game? Because it might be shit.
Is it a mobile game?
Is it a mobile game? That doesn't count.
Because-
that's not a game.
It's the biggest. They got the biggest market share.
They got the biggest market share because they're just
Yeah, 'cause
vending machines.
motherfuckers
Yeah.
play
It's,
Bejeweled.
it's gambling.
yeah.
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 So, would you consider them gamers? A mobile gamer,
No.
exclusively a mobile gamer.
No,
Don't know.
Well, they're a gamer
just say
of,
no.
of some description, but
They're playing a game, but
is.
I guess they're gaming.
So,
Yeah.
so am I if I sit here like flipping this though.
Don't
Like
do
I
that.
got
That's
a
bad
bit of
audio.
I got a bit of train. That's a game with me. Yeah.
I mean, like, they
don't
could.
know.
What if they're exclusively playing Monkey Island on their phone?
That's a bit.
is that on phone?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's been on phone for ages.
Oh,
But I mean,
Is there anyone that says that though? Anytime I've talked to someone that plays games on their mobile, it's like, oh yeah, you know,
it's to pass the time.
yeah. It's like it's because I'm shitting. and
I
need
would
to do
not
something.
call someone who plays exclusively mobile games a hardcore gamer. But I mean, like
Given the rise in hardware performance on phones,
I was going to say
the gaming
the
phones
the
are
divide is shrinking to the point
Yeah,
where,
it
like,
is
you know,
moving forward.
I've seen. Forgive me for blaspheming and bringing up its name, but I have seen
You're gonna say,
3-year-old children
yeah.
playing Fortnite on an
Yeah.
iPad.
Yeah.
Like their fingers are like splayed out like
Yeah, I
spiders,
don't
and they
get
fucking win.
yeah,
Like,
they don't. Yeah,
They get chicken dinner royal, and it's like, wow, that kid was nuts.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've seen some pretty crazy things out there.
I just,
yeah, the mobile gaming phones, though, like the
oh, that's
the
right.
Asus
yeah.
ROG.
Yeah.
There's other things that are like 120 hertz screen, and
Yeah.
like you're playing Call of Duty on your phone.
My
I read that stuff. and
last
my
phone
brain
had one.
immediately says, "Please stop."
Yeah, my last phone S21 or something, Samsung, had a 120 hertz
but it
screen.
also feels nice just to swipe it.
Oh,
out.
it
Like,
drained
it's
the
not just
battery
like-
within
Oh yeah, yeah.
so many.
But it's so
like, yeah.
smooth, but
I-
it only lasts half a day.
I really hate touch screens. Like
Oh.
I hate it a lot. Like if the only kind of games I would play on my phone are ones that, like, I just tap a couple of times and
Yeah.
shit happens. Like you
Yeah.
tap for a command or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Any of these ones that have like these little like on-screen joysticks or buttons, like,
yeah.
you know, that I remember ages ago they went like, oh, we put Street Fighter 5 on a phone, and like I would
Yeah.
rather be shot. than play
Like,
Street
that
Fighter
was
5 on a phone.
awful. Yeah.
I play golf
Yeah, that's fair. Well, that's
because it's literally drag back and release.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to play paper toss.
Oh yes,
Oh yeah, I played that.
Yeah.
Fruit Ninja.
Ages.
Yeah, I had an ex-girlfriend break up with me because I played way too much paper toss while we're in a restaurant.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
it's not like you were just on the bog.
I mean, it wasn't the only reason, but it didn't help.
She's like sitting you down, like, we really need to talk about how
Your
you,
addiction.
yeah, your addictions and how you don't pay attention to me. And you're like, just got 20 points.
yes.
You don't understand.
That
the bin was all the way.
Baby,
over
that was a
there.
swish.
Yeah,
Oh, the fan was blowing to the side and everything.
Look at the curve.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the early mobile games, like when it started to, like, it was always Bejeweled or Angry
Yeah.
Birds or something like that. Like games that were either like very easy to use on the phone or games that were like they utilize the input in a satisfying way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
But I don't think like the transition, like they're talking about Diablo Immortal still,
Are they?
but like
so they didn't can that after the backlash.
no, they want all that mobile money. Like,
Yeah.
of course they're gonna keep doing
Sweet
it.
coin.
But I'm never gonna touch it because I can't imagine much worse than playing a Diablo game on the phone.
I feel like part of the thing for me is like I do not like it when companies like my example is Konami. Right?
Yeah,
The guys that made a whole bunch of the stuff for the original Silent Hill games are working on like pachinko mobile games now.
yeah.
That's
And it's like,
sad.
oh wow, you took guys that did an amazing job making some amazing games, and you've put those resources into some money sucking bullshit mobile games.
You're just basically making
Get fucked.
Yeah,
But
You know
it does
what's
seem
nuts?
to be
More
like I know from our dev spotlights
yeah,
that a lot of smaller studios in particular, it's a source of
it's something
income that
they can
allows
do
them to
that-
make
yeah.
bigger games. So
Yeah, but it's also big companies are going, we're going to make a gacha game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, you look at things like Genshin Impact
Yeah.
with like the amount of money that that's making, but the way that it's like it will release a new character every like month or 2 weeks or something like
Right.
that, and then you got to roll to get it. It's just like Fate Go,
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah.
you know the chance of you getting this character is like 0.04%, and you got to pay real world money
To-
to
to
spin
roll
that
for
wheel.
it.
Oh, to even have
Yeah.
a crack at
Yeah.
Oh,
getting it.
that's
Ooh.
gambling.
Like you
That's
can
horrible.
you can
Yeah.
potentially earn the currency if you play a shit ton and like
24/7. You
yeah,
might
and
be able to
manage
get
it
yeah.
like very carefully. But like no, the entire idea is like pull the wheel. Maybe you get your guy. You don't put some more money in. Pull the wheel again.
This
Speaking
is
of, a lot
poker
of
machine.
yeah, a lot of countries governments are cottoning onto that now.
Yeah.
Like I know
yeah.
Britain
Loot
were
box
probably
thing.
one of the
Yeah.
first, but Brazil I saw were banning
Yeah, I
loot
saw Brazil
boxes.
was-
Well, that's
Yeah.
loot boxes, but they don't seem to have they haven't kind of like cottoned on to gacha games yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they're still very like they're the worst. Like
Yeah,
loot
okay.
boxes were bad.
Yeah.
Gacha games are fucking bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. So I haven't looked into it. What do you think? Like in what was I playing the other night? Vermintide 2.
Right.
Good free update. Really liked it. Was going to talk
Yeah.
about it, but I had to do other things. Is that a loot box like at the end of a mission where you get rewarded?
no,
Because there's no real chance.
No,
you have to play the mission to.
Yeah,
Like,
you
you're
play
not
the
buying
mission.
it
it's
either.
different
Not-
where
yeah.
it's like you by doing objectives and finishing a level,
Yeah.
you get random rewards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that's okay. Once you go to, you can give me $20
And have a
and
chance.
and maybe you'll get some things that you're after.
okay.
That's
You
when
probably
it,
won't.
that's when it becomes predatory. And
Yeah.
like you saw
Yeah.
it, like I mean, Overwatch was straddling the line very early on where it was going like, yeah, when you get
That's
enough,
right.
you can get like all these loot boxes, but
Yeah.
you could just pay like $20 and you get like a bunch of different loot boxes, and
See,
maybe
I
you
don't
get the
find
skin you
that too
want.
bad if you've got the option of one or the other. Like,
The moment you put money involved,
Yeah.
like that's when things get rough.
I guess for
because
kids or people with lower self control,
kids, people with
Yeah.
addictions, like because it is gambling, flat out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's presented in such a visually striking way.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
the loot boxes come out, and if you got the good one, you open it, and like confetti happens and bells
Well,
chime.
yeah,
You get
I
that
guess
little
it's the same
dopamine
as
hit.
just playing a poker. You can either sit there and
Absolutely.
grind it out and have a
Yeah.
chance to get it, or well, it's not kind. There's no guarantee, but
Yeah, it's
No,
just
but
pay a
it-
bunch of money.
It's
Yeah.
it's just a poker machine, and so once you kind of go, the monetary thing is taken away from it. And sure, maybe they're going like you still have like a chance to win it. Like that's a little more grey because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're instead of investing money, you're investing time.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like you know, you're not going to not be able to buy food because you really wanted to get like a loot
Yeah.
box or a skin. But it's
Then,
just
yeah. I mean, rewards for progression
Yeah.
have been around since
yeah.
games, but
Absolutely. But if you go back to like an older game and you kind of look at the way that progression was rewarded versus newer games, like it's shocking.
yeah,
It is shocking how much it's like, okay. Taking a look at let's compare Halo Reach to I don't know, any like an Overwatch type game.
yeah,
With Halo Reach, you just play the game and grind and you unlock like different helmets and armor types
Yeah.
and stuff like that. If that was done today, you would be like, you finish a match, you open a loot box, maybe you get something, you could put some money into it. Like it just
okay, yeah.
completely changes how rewards are given to you and how much it kind of goes like, you really want to get this, but it's really hard to get.
Yeah.
The one way you can have an advantage is just pay us some money.
How do you feel about cosmetic only items?
It's the same thing because even this is a false equivalency where people have gone, hey, look, you can pay a lot of money to try to get like these items. Don't worry, they only look fucking sick. They don't give you like an extra 2 damage.
Yeah.
You definitely want them, and we want you to want them, but we need you to know that you can't have them unless you give us money. But don't worry, they don't affect gameplay,
Yeah.
and that makes it okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
It's just
Because I just think of MMOs in particular, like there's no necessarily pay to win mechanic in something like Guild Wars 2,
yeah.
but you can buy gems to buy
Yeah.
I guess that's a bit different
That's
because you're
okay.
actually buying a direct. You're buying
yeah.
exactly what you
Yeah,
want.
exactly.
You
There's
just
no
buy
chance.
what you want in that case. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even like looking at you know, I find it really interesting to look at like free to play MMOs versus pay to play MMOs. Whereas like the free to play one, it's like it's always trying to figure out some shit for you to kind of go like, oh, I'll throw some money at that. They're always
Yeah.
trying to entice you into something. A pay to play MMO like Final Fantasy, it's just
Don't have to.
You don't have to. You just
Yeah.
you do a quest and you get a cool mount, you know,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
like you feel really good because you're playing the game and you're getting sweet rewards for just doing the thing that you're there to do.
I even like that more because, again, using Guild Wars as an example, you grind something out, you put the hard work in, you
Yeah.
get a title and a special item that's locked just to that
Yeah.
event. You know, and it's
Yeah.
yeah. I can see why loot boxes are a bad thing.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Well,
They
that's
Once real money is involved, yes.
Yeah, and there's no regulation. There's no one going like slow the fuck down. You know, for like I remember like the guys at Warframe were going at one point. If you pay like a couple of bucks or whatever, you could basically like change the pattern of your fucking dog or whatever, right?
yeah.
And they did that, and then they saw how much money people were putting into it, and they went like, "We just made a slot machine," and they actually took it out.
yeah. Good.
Wow, morals.
Yeah, and there was a freaking Transformers tower defense game where a guy spent like $40,000 or some
Oh my
shit trying to
God.
get like
That's
an Optimus
right.
Prime or something. Like
Yeah.
huge amount of money put into trying to get like a goddamn Optimus Prime
Yeah,
character on
yeah.
a tower defense game on your phone. Like it's ridiculous. I've seen live streams of people playing like Fate Go or something like that, and they go, "I want to
that's
get this
right.
character," and like they do like 100 spins, they don't get anything, and they go, like, "Okay, guys, hang on," and they got to blank the screen while they put in their credit card information to buy more gems.
Jeez.
And like the most expensive gem pack is like $120.
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
gives you like I don't know, like 40 spins or something like that. And then they finally get the character, and some of them are fucking mad enough that they go, I need to get 4 more of that character so I can maximize their noble phantasm.
yeah.
It's just bonkers.
It reminds me though of YouTubers. There seems to be a craze at the moment with Pokemon cards and rare ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And YouTubers just dropping huge amounts of cash
Yeah.
to buy the packs with
Yeah.
the random cards in it.
yeah.
And then hoping that they get like a Charizard or something.
Hopefully, they also get enough people watching them.
Yeah,
to
and
earn
like
some
Yeah,
you,
well,
money.
that's the
you
thing,
can,
like
you can
they-
kind of
yeah.
argue for like streamers doing those kinds of things, like both the roles and the cards and stuff. Going well, it's the spectacle of the thing. They have people watching and supporting them because of that, and so it sort of is a business expense.
But it
Yeah.
sells
But-
it badly to
Yeah,
other
but
people.
then there are people
Yeah.
watching going, I should do that too.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just it's not sustainable and it's not wise and it's not worth anything in the
So
long
that's the
run.
thing.
I
In-game
just-
stuff is worth nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually. Yeah.
It's got the same mentality, and this is a thing too. Like you watch or you see stuff like that. The amount of times that my kid has gone, "Can we do this challenge?"
Yeah.
And it's like, that sounds dumb. Where did you get that dumb idea from? Someone did it on you. Shut up. And so it is that thing where it's like, when you have someone that, people give a shit about, because it's not just kids. Like if you have someone that people give a shit about doing this thing and and then they do the thing. It's great. Even if it's dumb as bricks,
yeah.
you have too many people going, oh, well, Barry from Boffingham did it.
Yeah.
They're selling an item.
And
They're promoting it, they're
literally
selling it.
advertising like whatever the hell the main object.
Yeah,
in
they're
the
like,
thing is.
oh man, Big Chungus is getting unlocked. You got to get him.
Yeah.
You got to roll for that guy. And like, if you don't get Big Chungus, you're out of the game. You're not competitive anymore. And it's like,
It's honestly one of the reasons I only let Eli watch YouTube Kids.
Well, that's
But
the
even
thing,
there, I've seen real predatory practices
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
parents and
Real
guardians in
bad.
particular with their kids. And it's
real
like,
bad.
but then even the kids are like unboxing toys.
Yeah.
And as an adult, I can see it written there saying this is a paid promotion.
Yeah.
They're not just gone and bought a toy and want to do a genuine review.
No.
It's a little sickening, really. I feel
It's an
like, hey,
advertorial for children.
because then, of course, Eli
I
turns
still-
around and goes, "Oh, we're in
want
the
that."
toy store," and it's
Yeah.
like, "I saw what's his name playing with this in the video."
I think the biggest one for me with that was I can't remember their dumb name, but I hate them because as soon as I hear their voices, I twitch.
Ryan, that little kid.
I think it's
Ryan.
his family.
Yeah, Ryan's family reviews
Yeah.
and stuff. they
Stuff
do.
like that. But they did a thing.
I love how the dad's like, fucking right.
And everyone knows. But like they did this thing. Like, okay, guys, we're gonna go to wherever the fuck this mall is, and you're gonna go. And you got 10 minutes. If you can pick it up and carry it. This is how he talks, Jamie.
Yeah,
You don't know.
I'm
you
not
can pick it up and carry it to the cash register and get through the you get whatever it is. And like I'm sitting there listening to this, I'm like, this is shit. Why is this on so my fucking kid can watch? But then like they go and they do a thing and they've got like these weird like fucking like the kids are talking, but I dropped the thing. So I'm gonna get another
Dude,
thing.
the amount of times Eli's come to me and said,
And-
"Oh, you can't say no for 24 hours."
Yeah, shit like, oh my God, I want to punch their heads
No,
off.
I sure
Watch me.
can.
You've got to do a say yes challenge. You got to say yes to everything I want. I'll die. But like, you get that. And the thing that threw me about this, right? And I'm like, this is a kid's YouTube channel, so no one has put this together yet. But he is banging the babysitter. Blatantly.
The kid is?
No, the dad.
The dad.
Oh, right.
Because they decided that the babysitter would also get a chance at this. And they were
She
like,
brought back lingerie.
no, she brought back it like she basically went, oh, we have to go to the Apple store then because that's what I want. And it was this weird thing where you then watched all the kids in the car go, yeah, we're going to the Apple store. Like, you shouldn't give a shit about the Apple store.
There's nothing in there less than
There's
$1,000.
nothing in there that you little motherfuckers should give any fucks about. And
Oh my God, Nick. You're getting heated, man.
That's the thing, though. It's this weird
It's
thing.
predatory.
It's
It's,
just
absolutely.
predatory
Yeah.
as shit because they very obviously know
there's one thing.
that they can go to this place. They can go, I got these things. These are so great, other children. I'm a child and I'm
Yeah,
saying so.
yeah.
And it's like, no, fuck off.
See,
I can
it's-
see the
it's
strings out
one-
of your back to the adult behind you.
it's one thing to have like an athlete or an actor endorse a product.
It's
Fine.
yeah, that's a very
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Adult decision, probably
advertising,
adult product.
decision, whatever.
Exploiting your child
Yeah.
to make a buck.
Making your kids say, yeah, let's get some AirPods. It's like,
I find a lot of
Put
children
it in your
entertainers
fucking
unwatchable.
ears.
Other than the Wiggles, obviously. Wiggles is amazing.
Have you ever considered, Nick, like when you ring up NBN, you're like, all right, guys, this is
I
a can't
just
say
channel
no
this-
challenge. Bring my fucking box down.
yeah. So
But you know who I like? This is an aside
Oh no.
that does a lot of that kind of thing. But Mr. Beast. Have you seen Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
Like that dude found that the more money he gave away,
Yeah.
the
gave
more views he
away
would
on-
get, the
yeah.
more money he'd get back.
Make. Yeah.
And so he just like exponentially, like he buys a car yard out.
yeah.
And then advertises on the highway. Have you seen it, Dave?
No, I don't
And then he
think I have.
advertises on the highway with his friends with signs saying free cars or cars for $1 each. The people that are curious enough and like don't
think,
think it's a prank or want to take the chance, they
yeah.
go in and they genuinely get a car for free.
Yeah.
Like he's literally given away houses. He emptied an entire shopping center and donated it all to the local food
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
But it just sounds like those early 90s websites with the thing, the banner
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
your
yeah.
you are our millionth visitor, you win a free car.
Yeah, but he does that in real life.
I know, but that's like people are like, no.
You say that, my brain immediately went, Cody 2012. So,
Only 20. All I have on my YouTube playlist are painting tutorials and real life murders.
oh,
What
yeah, no,
happened.
my playlist is
Yeah.
very different. The ones that
Is
my
yours on
kids-
YouTube? Nick,
the ones
Nick,
that my
is-
kids are allowed to see.
Is yours on YouTube or some other site which has streaming video?
Look,
Tubes.
that depends on the mood that I'm in at the time, Dave, and how alone I am. Whether or not my kids are off buying AirPods at the fucking Apple store and shit, you know.
Yeah,
What,
man.
are you just furiously beating
yeah,
off in your
just-
man room?
Beating it like it owes me money because why not?
Well, he's got a house now.
Yeah.
He's finally out of that tin can, so he's just making the most of it.
Yeah, I've got to paint the ceiling somehow. So, but
Oh, boy.
Put that under a black light to see from space.
it just
on the
annoys me,
smoke
man.
machine.
It just, I've got the smoke machine. Yeah.
You do have the smoke
Actually,
machine.
I've got to see if you've got the remote here somewhere.
Yes, I do. I'll get it when it doesn't make noise.
Nice. Then I can have a smoke machine.
You can, and
Everyone
you will.
Everyone can hear.
I'm making a little fog machine for our Warhammer
yeah.
battle reports. That I swear one day I'll make one.
We gotta be doing it. We gotta be doing it. But yeah, no,
you guys have got to get through so many playthroughs.
Yeah.
I don't think if you actually start, you're not going to have time to do anything
We're going
else.
to keep going. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
We're
gonna.
You guys do get through games quick, though. You can sit there for a whole day and just...
yeah,
that's-
look,
yeah.
secret. We're fucking champions.
Spoiler alert. Cool guys.
Don't let anyone know, but we actually
Yeah.
rock pretty hard.
Just be warned. I might say fuck a lot, but I'm not going to tell your kids to buy AirPods.
That's
true.
true.
Unless Apple want to endorse or sponsor the podcast.
Maybe even then.
Then
I'll
our morals and
probably
values
tell
go out the window.
I'm still not telling kids to do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, parents,
Buy your children AirPods.
buy yourself some AirPods so
Yeah.
you don't hear your kids crying.
Well, you'd hope that a sponsor like that would go, hey, look, what's your demographic?
Yeah.
And if we said under 12s, which I really hope isn't our demographic,
better not
You know-
be.
you know-
Apple go, oh,
Just-
yes, excellent.
Even if it's
Advertise
just because
for us.
of me, that
Yeah.
better
You know,
not be.
you know what would fucking suck after all this if the first person who wants to sponsor us is Raid Shadow Legends?
I had thought about that earlier. Yeah.
I can't fucking stand this
I've
fucking
still-
gacha
okay.
game bullshit.
No.
Raid Shadow Legends, everybody.
Okay.
I've seen streamers I
okay.
like who actually do it. And they say, just play to level 10, then don't touch it again.
Okay, so I got real mad at them the other day.
That
and
is
it
so
reminded me.
unlike you. I don't believe it.
Because I was watching, I left on a painting tutorial.
Yeah.
For my Thunder Valley Orcs, for my Blood Bowl team, because I thought I'll watch this
Yeah.
while I'm putting together some horrible flat pack shit.
Yeah.
And suddenly in the middle of it, it's like an 8-minute video
Yeah.
and a 15-minute ad.
What?
For Raid
Dude,
Shadow Legends
yeah.
comes on, and I'm sitting there, and I'm behind the stuff, and I'm like, oh, surely it's. I couldn't quite see how long it was,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I probably can't skip it anyway. So it's just going to be like a fucking minute and a half.
What
I have
the
to suffer
fuck?
through. But it was like
YouTube do 30-minute ads now.
running.
What?
It was
Yeah.
running through like everything from like making an account. There's some way you can install it on your PC now, and there's this thing, and and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, fuck, it's been 10 minutes.
There is only one way I will watch a Raid Shadow Legends ad.
Yeah.
And it's if the Internet Historian does it. His ads are fantastic. He's like got like this little cinematic universe going
Yeah,
on. Where
okay.
It's just a guy dressed as an executioner. And he's just Shadow Man from Raid Shadow Legends. But like then he does like other ads for like NordVPN. It's the same guy. He's just plastered a NordVPN like wallpaper across
Nice.
him. Like, and then there's like this other guy who was like the Raycon man, and it's just a guy in a cowboy hat who's clipping wires everywhere because wires are bad. Like there's like an astronaut in space, and this motherfucker like comes floating at him. He's like, wire's bad, and like cuts the oxygen tank. He's like, Raycon, good.
Have you seen Jay's iFixit?
I was going
That's
to
what
say
that reminded
Jace.
me of,
I fix
yeah.
it ads. Explosion.
It's just one of those 90s really bad
with
CG
iFixit.
over the top. Explosions going through everything.
Oh man, like I gotta
Quality
show you these ads because they're so dry. They're fucking mwah. Anyway,
We should
I've
wrap
gotten
up.
a lot of rage out today.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Like, today's been a big.
When you talk to the NBN next time, we're like, hi guys.
Today's
like,
quite
I could
cathartic
fix my
today.
internet,
Just
that'd
a
be
real
lovely.
loud podcast for me.
that's
so-
I only like the
It's usually
the
low
final
energy
third.
after a Warhammer day.
Yeah.
But we found the secret solution.
It's just,
Find something Nick hates.
that's
and
my
just poke him.
secret. I'm always mad. Yeah.
If Nick is low energy next time, we know what to bring up. I mean, I've always had a mental list.
Yeah. No,
but I can add to it
assume
now.
that you keep a tally.
Raid
Josh.
Shadow Legends is stopping you getting internet, Nick.
Oh, don't say
Unless
that.
they want to sponsor
Don't say
us.
Oh God.
You know what's funny though? Before we wrap up, going back and watching an old video, and it's like they had like those in-video ads, but the guy's just there going like, "Who was the murderer? We'll find out after I talk to you guys about Loot Crate." And I'm like,
Oh,
that
the
doesn't-
mid-roll ads
that's
are
dead
annoying.
as shit now.
Yeah, that's gone now.
That didn't age well.
Well, that's why I like the new tools that a lot, like even our podcast host,
Yeah.
where you upload your ads for pre, post, or mid-roll separately.
Yeah. Okay.
And so if you get a new sponsor or the old ones are relevant,
you can chuck them on.
you can literally go back and change your
It's not
entire
actually-
backlog.
Yeah. It's not actually in the podcast or the video.
Yeah, but I feel like this is one of the things where, like, what I feel like us talking about this stuff does is probably reinforces that anyone that we would ever let sponsor us, we want them to not be shit.
Yeah, we're going to be picky, it turns
Like,
out.
I think it
yeah.
ensures that we'll never get an advertiser.
Maybe like it's like if like I feel like that's a challenge. That's a gauntlet thrown down.
I mean,
Shout out to Modern Musician.
Modern
yeah.
musician.
yeah, modern
I guess
musician.
that's true.
Yeah.
Modern musician.
They don't
have-
pay
have,
us though; they just give us great equipment.
well,
Yeah.
that's it. They paid us in great.
If they
equipment.
gave us money, we'd probably just turn around and spend it in their store anyway because
yeah,
we need
exactly,
equipment.
because we need more equipment. But no, I feel like modern musician, great store, dude knows his stuff, sorted this out. with
Well, I dug a
everything we
hole
need.
for him, so.
Yeah, you dug a hole.
I've
for
never
him.
been there, but I recommend going.
Me too.
That's the thing,
Same.
like if I can go in there and talk to someone that actually knows what they're doing, and this guy very obviously does because he's helped with this setup so much.
Yeah,
It's like cool.
Yeah.
I'm fine with saying that these guys are cool.
And I dug him a hole.
That's it. You dug him a hole.
if you live in Tasmania, like I'm sure all of our demographic does, go to Modern Musician if you ever need any kind of audio. equipment.
Surprisingly
Yeah,
small
surprisingly
section
slim.
of a.
What? What?
But to that end, it's kind of that thing where it's like, okay, I want people to say, all right, we'll sponsor you, just so I can go, all right, are you shit though?
I want
That reminds me.
I want people to sponsor us so you can like through clenched teeth go like Raid Shadow Legends.
That reminds me.
Bunch of motherfuckers.
Always comes back to each
Whoever is, and I know you're listening.
Oh no.
Whoever is leaving the I really need to turn it off.
Oh, the voice.
The voicemail things that you can leave on our website.
Oh, what is the okay? I
And they're
haven't
just
heard about
leaving
this.
different groaning sounds. And then stopping after like 10 seconds and just submitting it.
Nice.
I get my hopes up every time I see the inbox. I go, you got a new message from like www.nowcity.com. I listen to it and it's like,
Whoever you are, you're my new hero.
I hope it's the same person because this means
It
we
has
have
to
two
be.
trolls.
It has
No,
to
we'd
be.
have like the same person. The first message I got on there was someone bagging out RGB.
That's right.
And now I just get noises.
do you have like them on file?
I can get them. They go to like a
Almost
web
always.
hosting.
Please get them. I want to
Yeah.
hear them
Yeah, I
all.
always want to hear them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just eating food, so I think it's
Yeah,
time for us to
that's-
wrap
I
up.
think we're good.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. Until next time, I've been Jamie.
I've been Nick.
I mean, Josh.
I'm still Dave.
Bye.
Toodles.
I don't understand how I got consistently mad about nearly every subject.
Everything? Yeah.
You are Nick.
Oh, it was just like it was a shit rolls down moment. Like it started with whatever came up first, and then I was mad. And that little fuck stick on YouTube came up.